their mid-range jumper also has been on fire. Tough to beat a group of guys shooting with that much confidence.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, we've got Jared Vanderbilt, Austin Reeves out there with Gabe Vincent. Then it's Rui Hachimura. Vincent the pass to Hachimura. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Hachimura's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Los Angeles. Hey, Shams, I know you cover the league like no one else, but I've seen your jump shot. You have a sweet J. You must have played organized ball, I'm assuming.
I played a little bit in high school, Kevin, but once I got cut in high school, that's when I knew my career path would have to transition to what I'm doing now and writing and covering the NBA. But listen, I have a lot of confidence in my jump shot, watching players like Steph Curry shoot the basketball. I'm not trying to give any comparisons, but I do love to shoot the ball. That is the one thing I know I can do decently on the floor.
I know. I love your answer.
Not much else, but I can shoot.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. De'Aaron Fox stays in attack mode. He says people don't want to guard somebody that's going to attack them on every possession. Can't get that break. Can't take any plays off. His speed, Kevin, that is a lot to deal with.
A ton, David, to deal with, no question. DA thanks. Now Hachimura, following De'Aaron Fox's three-point attempt, fires the three. Rebounded by the Spurs. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively. Challenged shots and really protected the rim.
Well, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit. Getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the bucket by the Spurs. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Here's Castle. He's defended by Reed. It's stolen by Vanderbilt. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to connect. Back to Hachimura. And the dunk by Hachimura.
That is big time by Hachimura. No mercy at all.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They trail by 6. And the foul on Rui Hachimura. That is his first foul of the game. The Lakers making a switch here. Finney Smith's checked in.
Number 17.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Spurs working the ball around now. Now, here's Fox. He's tightly guarded. The layup missed. Los Angeles leading by 6. Shams, we know you grew up in Chicago. I'm assuming you grew up a Bulls fan. Who didn't? And you had to have a favorite player growing up with those terrific teams.
I was a big-time fan of hoops in general. Definitely someone for me was Kobe Bryant. That someone wasn't a Bulls fan. We almost got him one year, but that was someone I grew up watching. Kevin, did you have a favorite team or player growing up?
Well, I love Kobe. I called every season of LeBron and every season of Kobe Bryant. And Bryant actually did stuff for 2K. As you know, not too long ago, before his passing, we sat down for a couple hours. But I hate to rank them because Kobe, Jordan, and LeBron are all right there at the very, very top. Hard to beat Jordan, right?
Very hard to beat Jordan. Obviously, the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Kobe, for me, watching growing up, that was the closest thing that I had.
Known for his strong defense, Castle is someone any coach would love to have. He is a hard-working rookie.
And that's good as he hits both of his. Here's James. He's got 17. It's blocked. Over to the wing. Three-pointer, Fox. And James pulls it down. James has got his 4th rebound in this one. And they double up James. And here's Reeves outside. Vincent the bounce pass. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Spurs on defense. 6-point game. James kicks to Finney-Smith. Just 5 on the clock. Over Castle. And the Lakers with another miss. San Antonio's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Paul, right side. Gets it to fall from the right block.
So good seeing Paul drain these shots. Superb at rising up and stroking it with confidence.
Pass to Finney-Smith. It's stolen. Here's Fox. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. LeBron's got 5 rebounds tonight, and we saw some players banged up down the stretch last season, Shams.
I'm told that there was a focus on maybe allowing some more flexibility in physicality. It definitely upped the intensity some. And I think that's what the fans want, but there are going to be some trade-offs, and that includes free throw rates, that includes game time, and in the long haul, adding some more physicality and adding some more attention to detail defensively and allowing defenders to play more and defend more. That should be good for the game.
Yeah, those were good trends, I would agree. Here's James. James absorbing hits on the drive.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Paul outside. Pass to Bassie. Vanderbilt with the steal. Now Finney-Smith to the inside. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Inside, Bassie. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And Benyama, he's checked in for the Spurs. Harrison Barnes comes in for Castle. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Doncic is checked in. And they double up Doncic. Here's Vincent. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 5th assist in this one. Paul passes to Wembanyama. Fox feeling it out a bit. Floats one up. Rebounded by the Lakers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a...
And the Spurs making a change here. Castle's checked in. Doncic, 35 points for him last game against Phoenix. Whoops, they pick off the pass. To the right side. Here's Castle. Drains the three-pointer. Castle's got 9.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Out to Doncic. Here's Doncic. And they double up Doncic. Vanderbilt finds Vincent. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Sohan. To the middle. And the basket by Castle. 11 points in the game.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Here's Doncic. Forcing his way inside. Doncic.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Castle. Defended by Vincent. Here he goes. Here's Wembanyama for three. It's hauled in by Doncic. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Lakers. 6-point lead. They beat the Spurs during their last game.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
And you can see when he has the basket in his sights, he's going to attack. And once he's in tight, he is a terrific finisher.
Here's Castle. 11 points in the game. Pass to Sohan. Down low. Victor Wembanyama.
And this kid is tough. Wembanyama just powering it in despite the contact.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Jackson Hayes comes in for Vanderbilt. And it's Austin Reeves in for Vincent. To the paint. Hayes down low. Defended by Wembanyama. Hayes no good. Here's Castle. He's defended by Reed. And the basket by Castle.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Here's LeBron. Rebound by Sohan. Spurs trail by 4. Here's Castle. He's got 13. Paul's shot is off.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Here's Sohan after the basket by the Lakers. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Hayes has got his 4th rebound in this one. Finney Smith passes to Reeves, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Johnson's checked in for Paul.
13. Now into the lineup for your Spurs.
1:30 left in the first half. Reeves the pass to Finney Smith, and he's good on the 3-ball. And it's a 9-point Laker lead.
Really good work by Finney Smith there to get himself in position, doing the work before the shot. And once he gets the ball, he's good to go.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Always so much fun to have Shams join us. No one with a better pulse on the NBA.
Man, Shams is always the first guy to know about the big moves around the NBA. Love hearing what he has to say.
Johnson, wide open. He fired. Johnson against LeBron. Pass to Finney Smith. Doncic outside. After this one, they're off to... Sacramento to take on the Kings, and that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Back to Sohan. 3-pointer. Drills the 3-pointer. Sohan's got 5. Here's Doncic. Impressive work inside from Doncic.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes, they last days.
And so it's Los Angeles holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Hello and welcome, basketball fans. The first half coming to an end with a deficit for the San Antonio Spurs.
If they think they'll win with this kind of defense, they're tripping. When you give up that many good shots, it fuels your opponent's fire.
You're like gasoline on a flame, I'd say. All right, now we've got some time to take a look at the players of the week. For the East, Jason Tatum.
Well, Tatum, one of the premier scorers in the league. But he does a lot more than that, guys. Defense, rebound, passing, he brings it on.
You wonder where this team would be without him.
A lot lower in the standings.
Thanks, pal. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at James, what a contribution.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often. But in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
The league is attempting, Clark, to minimize flopping. Do you like the technical foul assessment for just that act?
Yeah, I do. I really do, because that way you can get it out of the game. These guys are as big and strong as any athletes in the world. They shouldn't be falling down as much as they do trying to draw a foul.
Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Fox is out there with Paul, and it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half. There's the triple. Reeves with the rebound. Lakers leading by 8. Pass to Hayes. Finney Smith with it. Here's James. Oh, James muscles it in.
You know, what's so impressive to me is the defense is trying to make adjustments, but LeBron's making even quicker reads. That's his IQ at work.
Barnes outside. Down low. Here's Sohan. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Sohan's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. LeBron up top, defended by Sohan. He's in the post. Sohan's there. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. James in the high post. Sohan's there. 4 on the shot clock. Another shot.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Fox kicks to Barnes. Wembanyama outside. Oh, Wembanyama spacing the floor.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
Spurs trail by 5. Sohan, the pass to Fox. Off target from 3-point range.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there. And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15-56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
He's off on the second. Lakers leading by 4. Here's Doncic. Doncic brushes off the contact and hits.
Boy, such a soft release on this difficult shot. Doncic is a master at knowing how and when to use that shot.
Hall with the screen for Barnes. Now Sohan. 8 points for him. Doncic with the block.
Luka's sheer size makes him a mismatch for most guards.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
And so far the story on Luka Doncic. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run, averaging 34 points, 10 assists, and 7 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
Now here's Paul. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Puts it up from 7. A shot by Wembanyama, no good. Los Angeles leading by 6. Pass to Hayes. Doncic with it. Reeves outside. And a wide open look for James. Good on the three-point shot. James has got 5 points in the quarter.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Now, Sohan tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Smooth finish inside by LeBron.
At this game.
Because you don't want him to be improperly influenced. Well, guess what, John? You're the motherfucking influence.
LeBron's extensive career highlights. I mean, he's had plenty of big nights like this, but it never gets old.
Pass to Sohan. Wembanyama, right side. To halt the run. That's tipped. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect. Doncic against Paul, and they double up Doncic. Pass to Finney-Smith. From deep, Reeves. That shot off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
And that replay showed